What's cracking, fam? It's your boy Unc No Punk, on another short video just for you. This video's gonna be about the Taliban in Afghanistan. Yes, the Taliban. First off, the word Taliban. Do you know what Taliban means? Kiddies? Huh? You probably think to them, how I should know that, dear. Well, anyway, I'm telling you, Taliban means students. They were an organization of students, who's trying to clean up Afghanistan. That's what it was, right? You're probably like, huh? You probably going by Fox News and CNN, MSNBC, and all these other news outlets when they show things about the Taliban, say things, oh, they're beheading people, they're beating people in the streets with AK-47s and all this shit like that, right? Okay. That's not really happening. That's not really happening. I'll tell you right now, it's not really happening. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the real reason why the United States retreated, they did not just, how you saying, just say, we leaving now. Retreated. Forced to get out on a certain date. When asked, can we get an extension? The hell no. You're getting the hell out of here now. Right? These are the Taliban. Right? The so-called bad boys of Afghanistan, right? I used to watch the report that I see about the Taliban in Afghanistan. These guys are picking people up off the streets because they have a major drug problem here, right? Because that's where it grows at, that's where it comes from, right? But the Taliban don't want that. They don't want no drugs inside Afghanistan. So they're taking all these people around them, lots and lots of people up, and take them to rehabilitation centers. 45 days, food, clothe them, clean them up, give them a haircut and everything, and try to detox their bodies and put them back out there in society, right? These are the big, bad Taliban guys, the ones that we're supposed to fear. What they do is something that's very good and very noble to try to take care of their race, their people, their culture. You know what I'm saying? If America cared half as much as the Taliban do for the people in Afghanistan, they would have been made dope face on the street there. Now, if you get back to Uncle Punk, I was saying about the timeline. Like I said, the Taliban in 1990, they forbid the growth of poppy plants and drugs, things like that. There's like no more of that, right? Like I said, 1990, right? 1990. Now, you see, when the Americans invaded them, what year was it? 91. 91. When Taliban said, there's no more growing this shit here. 9/11 hits. Next you know, we end up in Afghanistan. Like, why are we in Afghanistan? When 9/11 hits, supposed to Saudi Arabia. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that blew supposedly was in these planes. Not nobody from Afghanistan. But we rushed down to Afghanistan real quick. Must have been a real reason for that. Why we rushed down to Afghanistan quickly? They did nothing to us. Huh? Drugs. They want all that goddamn drug stuff. They want this. Hold up. Y'all talking about y'all gonna stop growing? So we can't get our supplies in? America's not having that. Go back to the timeline. Like I say, timeline. 1991 until now. That's the more, all the opium stuff coming. All this opioid shit now. It's coming in. It's flooding America. People start dying now. You got all these new drugs and shit now. I can't even name them because I'm not, I don't know. There's too many new drugs out there and I'm not a junkie, right? You know what I'm saying? But if you look at the time, all you gotta do is look at timelines. 9/11, Afghanistan, the opioid pandemic in America started to rise up. Why? Because the Americans was inside Afghanistan bringing that shit back home like we was doing back in Vietnam. Like I tell people before, America cannot survive without her drugs. She's a junkie. You know what I'm saying? America's a junkie. She's not going to go no time without her drugs. Drugs has been part of American society like injustice and slavery. Always been there, fam. Always been there. Don't you think these pedophile, homosexual founding fathers, they doing their stuff too? Of course they was. Hemp. Hemp was legal. They was getting nice to it with the Indians and all that stuff. The Indians probably showed them that there. They probably had no good bud in the Caucasus Mountains. You know what I'm saying, fam? But they came here, boom. They was getting lit up. Of course it was. It had always been here. Coca-Cola, your favorite American drink. What was that? What ingredient was inside there? Well, you Coca-Cola. It was cocaine inside that stuff there till like the 1930s. They get you a six-pack, get buzzed up, and get numb like that. You know what I'm saying? Drugs has always been here. It's not going to go nowhere. From the 60s to the LSD, every 10 years is something else. You know, the LSD, the heroin, the crack, the crystal meth, and fentanyl. It's always going to be something because that's what they want. Like I told you, America cannot survive without her drugs. She is a junkie. And the Taliban, they don't want to have that deal. They don't want to have that deal. They going on the streets picking people up, kids, grown men, taking them in. People who did their 45 days are now coming that place clean. They're thanking them. You know, they're thinking like they're the best thing since goddamn grape jelly. You know what I'm saying? The Taliban, these people there now. Just imagine if the Taliban was to just get inside the UN, you know, clean their act up. Clean their act up. They're not doing too much stuff right now. They done got Afghanistan done. Do you hear about stories about people getting beheaded and all stuff like that there? You hear about people getting killed in America by police? Always. Always. The whole world sees this. Everywhere I go around the world, people ask about this stuff in America. But now I say, look at Afghanistan. You don't see that happen now. People getting killed and cops, more people down the streets like that. Nah. I seen it. I know. It's not true, fam. Like I told you before, they have KFC, fam. Yes, KFC. Not Kentucky Fried Chicken. They got that Kabul Fried Chicken. And spicy too, fam. Got the 3-piece in the works. I'm telling you, I had it. You know what I'm saying? Dudes are not so bad over there. I never had no kind of problem over there. So therefore, when I see people talk about them, it's like they don't really know about them. Like I said before, Taliban is a word. It's a meaning. You know what I'm saying? Always talk about words. You know, things that you say or things you may read but you don't know about there. But you would associate that with something that's bad and evil. Taliban is a student, fam. That's all it is. Just students. That's what it can be. Students like some university people there, maybe some college that had some kind of protest. That's what it was, and it just moved on and on and on, got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Why? Because they ain't want no more drugs in their country. See how drugs were destroying their country there. You know what I'm saying? These people there selling that stuff, they're making millions and millions of dollars selling to the Western Hemisphere. They say it's enough of that there. There's enough. So they start fighting. That's why they was attacked and invaded in 1991 and stayed occupied until the Americans retreated about 2 months ago. Retreated in goddamn shame. You know what I'm saying? Now Taliban's cutting their supply of dope off. You know what I'm saying? Maybe now, America, opioid epidemic will decline. Or maybe they will concentrate now on another drug, on a new drug. Because I tell you before, America needs her drugs. She's a junkie. She's not going to let you go 10 years clean. How much money it is? The government got to get their cut too, fam. You understand me? The CIA, the Contra affairs, Colonel North back in the 80s. Come on, man. Everybody got to get their money. You know what I'm saying, fam? Dick Cheney, George Bush Jr., everybody, Dick Rumsfeld, all these guys got their money. You know, some kind of way. If it wasn't directly through drugs, it was funded by some drugs and probably for new companies. It made made billions of dollars. Billions of dollars people have made. Dick Cheney, they Kellogg's, Brown and Root, and all these things like that there. Hey, that's the way the ball bounces. Some people gotta get paid and some cannot get paid. You know what I'm trying to say, fam? As long as there's something coming out the ground or something you can put in your nose or shoot your goddamn arms and make you feel good, America's gonna make a priority to get it there. To get it. But right now, they don't need to. They got enough of these goddamn crystal meth labs I see on TV there. you know, with people, the young people now, not young people, just people now doing it. You know, not just little kids doing. People in their 60s are doing stuff. They're trying to get hooked on this stuff. There was a story there, man. This crystal meth is so goddamn bad, fam. Two brothers in the house from the Caucasus Mountain. Two brothers from the Caucasus Mountains. You know what I'm saying? Then they had a crystal meth lab. Somehow the crystal meth lab, whatever, caught fire, so started to blow up or some shit like this. Yeah. These dudes left the house. Left the house while she was burning, like, fuck it. When they came back, the whole goddamn house was like, oof. He's like, oh man, the lab has burnt up. But they knew it was a fire, they do say. We knew it was a fire. They so on the steps so much, it destroyed them so much that these dudes forgot that their grandma was in the house. When they got back to the house, grandma was toast, fam. Grandma was toast. These two little crystal meth lab dudes who were growing this stuff up, making this stuff there, to let grandma die. This drug game is a real serious goddamn thing, fam. Like I said, I gotta give a big up to these Taliban dudes. What I see in this other video, they how they take people up the streets, 45 days rehabilitation. You know what I'm saying? Food, nutrients, and shit like that, and put them back out to the workforce out there to make their country stronger. Like I say, America can do the same goddamn thing. We got enough land. You can make a rehabilitation center, biggest goddamn Yankee Stadium, a couple of them, you know. Throw them all in there. Clean them up. Get the kids in there, the little young boys in there, you know what I'm saying? But they don't want to do that. Why? Because drugs is money, you know. America got to have it. Like I tell you before, America's a junkie and she's not going to go no 10 years and no couple years without her drugs. You know what I'm saying, fam? And I'm out. Peace.